The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Green Bay Packers. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, you know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Check. Like 10. Get ready.
Now back to throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Get out the field, defense. Check. 40's Mike. 7 Pirates.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jonathan Grenard. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. He'll look to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. Rolling to his right. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big 1st down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. On 1st down, here's Breida. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down.
Mike 40, check, he's coming.
Hey, they scared. Warriors 17.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Packers pick it up. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
4 down. Alert. Number 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's taken down inside the 30. Rodgers now on first down.
Here we go.
Trying to improvise. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
To throw is Rodgers. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line.
Switch gears. Kill.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
They'll look to run with Dillon. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. We're scoreless after 1. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. as they contemplate what to do on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Dillon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A.J. Dillon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Tucker McCann now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Lions nothing. Tucker McCann sets a kickoff.
McCann's got it teed up. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jalen Rager hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Running on first down, Eckler. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
26. Jump out. Zip. Motion.
Throwing is Rodgers. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He'll buy some time right.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 44. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers at that situation, they really become magnified.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Packer pressure, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on fourth. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now a play fake. Rodgers.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
Touchdown, Packers.
Kadarius Toney.
His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead.
So it takes him just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on fourth down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
McCann's got it teed up. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, 40's Mike. 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike.
Back to throw here. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers, touchdown. Auden Tate, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
McCann for the point after.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
McCann's got it teed up. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Mike 18, I'm coming for you.
Now Rodgers. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Mike 18. Inside.
Watch the run. Watch the run. It's soft, baby. That's baby soft. Watch 18.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Green 18. 630. Yeah, Liz.
You can't block me.
Shift. Plant. Mike 37. I'm coming.
On play action, Rodgers. Got a man, it's Brashad Perriman. And they'll wind up getting this one